Hello to all my fellow survivors. How you guys doing today? I hope well. So today's subject is actually very serious. I know a lot of the times when I talk about these subjects, I'm laughing and joking, being playful, but it's really because I'm learning how to just not be so sad and upset. I am healing, but today, when I thought about my subject that I'm going to talk to you guys about today, I realized that it's not a laughing matter, and it's very, very serious. Today, I wanted to talk about how hard it is to actually be a victim of covert narcissism, and especially when the person that you're dealing with is a covert and not a overt. And I'll explain covert and overt. But it is extra hard when you are married to a covert, because they're very clever people. And the things that they do to you and their children, nobody would ever know. They put on such a huge front for the outside people that are outside of their home. Yeah. On the outside, we look like the perfect family. Women, I've been told by women that, I can tell that your husband really loves you. And I've been told this by other women. It seems like you and your husband are happy together. I really like your husband. I've had people come to me and tell me that, I really have. So when it's time for you to defend yourself and defend your story and try to seek outside help, and I went through all of this, I went through all of this. So I am telling you from a person that has been through it, how hard it is. Because when you're in a situation like this, you're going to seek outside help from either friends, family. You're going to seek outside help. And when you seek outside help, no one's taking you seriously, because what you're explaining is not who they see. I'm trying not to get emotional. Gosh. Okay. I might just let it out in this video, you guys. I might just let it out. But I want to be a vessel for some women out there, that I know how hard it is to seek outside help when you're being abused, and for people to look at you like you're crazy, for them to just think that you're being dramatic, for them to look you in your face and tell you that you're not seeing what you know that you are seeing, for you telling you that you're not feeling what you know that you are feeling. You can explain it until your face is blue, and they always have one leg up on you. I know it sucks. But the narcissist's mind, they're devious. You're not devious. You're nice, you're sweet, you're kind, you're genuine, you're authentic. That's the complete opposite of what the narcissist is. Me, I really don't know how to live a life, being something that I'm not. But I will tell you, ladies, from experience, when you're with a narcissist and you discover that you're with a covert narcissist, you're not going to be able to be authentic. You're going to have to play a game, and you're going to have to make sure that you have one leg up on them at all times. I know how hard it's going to be, but once you find out that you're dealing with a covert narcissist, someone that portrays to be this wonderful family guy, just nice and outgoing, and have all because one thing and another thing, ladies, pay attention to how other women view them. When it comes to the opposite sex, like other women, if they always got the ladies smiling and laughing and I'm telling you, you're gonna have to play a game, and you're gonna have to realize that you are up against a devil, and you're gonna have to. I'm not gonna say become a devil, but you're gonna have to learn how to play a game, because when you're with a covert narcissist, it's not about living a life; it's about surviving. And if in a lot of situations as well, you may be in situations where you can't just up and pack your shit and leave. I was there. I couldn't up and pack my shit and leave. You know, there was times when I was looking for, when I discovered what I was dealing with and I was doing a lot of research online, there was times I was searching how to live with a narcissist happily, how to deal with a narcissist. Those are things that I was looking up. I wanted to learn how to be happy with a narcissist. But I just want to let you know that you can't be happy with a narcissist. You can be smart with a narcissist, and you can play a game with a narcissist, and you can survive until you can get the hell out of there. You can do that. But you're going to have to take the love out of it. Because at this point, it is survival. And once you have it in your head that is a survival mode, this is a mission to survive, then you got a chance. So, if you want to hear about this mess, you know what to do. Stay tuned. Okay, so first off, I would like to explain covert and overt. A covert narcissist is someone that hides their narcissism very well. They are usually only narcissistic to people that are very close to them, wife, children, you know, things like that. They know how to portray themselves as very stable, grounded, and people on the outside world. They're very well respected. There's usually people that are like, you know, feel like people that gain a lot of respect from others, you know. People look at them like they're just really good people, you know. People do love them, and but they're earth angels, but house demons, you know. That's pretty much, you know, how covert narcissists are. They're definitely lions in the house, for sure. An overt narcissist is someone that don't give a damn, you know. Everyone sees that they don't know how to hide their ways, you know. They will cuss your ass out. I'm sorry, I try not to cuss. These are the people, like, you ever, I don't know, I've never been there, but I've seen it in movies, you know. Ike Turner, I'll just use him as an example. I think Ike Turner was more of a overt narcissist because he would cuss Tina out, you know, at the table in the restaurant, you know. He didn't give a damn, you know. He just cussed her out wherever they were at. So that's an example of an overt narcissist. A covert narcissist, no. You tell somebody, you have a big bruise on your face, you go tell somebody, even, you know, and I'm just gonna say this, my husband, he was not physically abusive, but he was emotional, mental, spiritual, all that shit. But no, he was not physical. But I'm just using this as an example. You have a mark on your damn face. You know, if you're dealing with the covert narcissist, you go and tell somebody, look what he did or something, they'd be like, he didn't do that, such and such will never do nothing like that. You know, that's kind of, you know, that's just an example, you know. Get the joke? You get it now, right? Okay. Yeah, but all seriousness, I'm sorry. I cannot wait till I'm in my little office, in my little chair with no background noise. I'm not there yet. Still got little rascals running around, but anyways, yeah, covert, overt, yeah, overt, they're both disgusting, to be honest with you, but I think a covert is a little bit more frustrating because they have everybody on their side. Like, I said I wasn't gonna smile in this video. I'm sorry, I can't help but to smile. I'm just a smiler, but this is very serious. Let me fix my face. Yeah, so, I'm sorry. But covert narcissists, they're very frustrating to deal with because they're always 10 steps ahead of you, and they're working up a story even when you're not aware that they're working up a story. And what I mean about working up a story is they're always ahead of the game. Like, they are putting on fronts all the time. They're always working up the story as far as like putting the narrative out there that you're the problem. It could simply be things by just holding your hand, like, you know, all of a sudden he's holding your hand, like in your heart, you know, you're so used to being breadcrumbs. So like when he grabs your hand, you're just happy to get some type of gesture of love, but you don't know the reason he's grabbing your hand right now is because he's already talked about you behind your back to this group of people that's right there and told everybody that you're the problem, and he's coming off of this loving human being. So when he's grabbing your hand, you think it's just a gesture of love, but really he's grabbing your hand to show the people that he's affectionate. He's doing everything he has to do. It's you that's the problem. And that's not really like a literal thing. That's just an example of being 10 steps ahead of you, putting on a front, already establishing a story by just doing the simplest things like that. The smallest things like that can just it's already putting, how can I say this? It's already showing the outside world the kind of person that he is. You know, he's trying to already come across as loving and things like that. So when you are coming to people about a monster, they don't know what monster you're talking about, because every time they see him, he's holding your hand or saying something nice to you or kissing the kids, and you know, something like that. That's what they see, because he will he's wearing a mask. He knows, like, he has different masks for different situations, you know. So but when you're explaining to your friends and your family about the monster that you deal with at home, they don't see that monster. So it's like you against the world, you know, trying to explain to everybody exactly what you're dealing with up for you when you're dealing with the covert narcissist. Like, there's even stories of, even if you go get professional help from therapists, they can barely help you. It's not a good situation. It's a situation that you're going to have to find the strength to get out of it, because you're up against a devil, a demon. You really are. And it's a clever demon that it's like you don't even get out. You know, that's just, that's really all I can say, honey. Get out, because it's going to get worse. Just get out. Yes. It's very, I just want to stretch the importance of getting out. I think that, how can I, you know, I'm really passionate about this, you guys. I want to explain it the best way that I can. But yes, I just want to stretch the importance of getting out of a situation like that. Especially if your personality, you know, you are, you know, authentic people that don't really, they're in the world being themselves. You know, they don't really know how to like be anything else. They don't, you know, let me see if I can explain this. When you're dealing with a covert narcissist, you can't be yourself. You're gonna have to, like, you literally have to figure out what to do to survive the day. Me, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't win in the battle, because I am an authentic person. So I really didn't know how, and plus that was my husband. I'm not gonna lie. I loved my husband when I was in that situation. I knew the kind of person he was, and I knew he wasn't the best person. I knew he had a personality disorder. I found that out throughout the relationship. I did. But, you know, I'm not gonna lie. The love that I had for him did kind of stop me from looking at it as a war zone, which is exactly what it was. So I was still kind of going about things as the little, you know, naive wife. Really, like, even though it was right in front of me what he was doing to me, I still felt like I still was going about it being his wife, you know, still treating him as just a husband being his wife, which, to be honest with you, that really wasn't what I should have been doing. I should have been treating the house as a war zone, because that's exactly what it was. Because everything that they do is for a reason. Everything that they do is, they already have an agenda behind it. So you have to figure that out. You have to figure out that agenda, and you have to treat life, just everyday life, everyday living, as a puzzle. And you have to figure out the puzzle so that you can survive. And I'm telling you this from experiences, even though I really didn't live my life that way, but I had so many, I was with them for so long, I can tell another woman how she's going to survive that. You're going to have to figure it out, and it's going to have to be a puzzle to you. But the number one thing you need to do is get out of there, because who wants to live a life like that? That's not fun. You don't want to live with your spouse feeling like it's a damn puzzle. You just want to live life with your loving spouse and love each other and raise children and build a life. That's what we want. But with them, no. That's not what they want. They want control. They want to build narratives. They want to have everybody on their side. And at the end of the day, they want to get what they want. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. They want to have all of their options. You're nothing more but just a game. They treat you like you're a game, and you're gonna have to play the game. Yeah. So I don't want anybody to get confused. I'm not telling you to stay with a covert narcissist. I'm just telling you that especially if you're married, have children, there's going to be times when you may not can just up and leave at the moment. That definitely should be a goal. But, I know that there's women out there that can't just up and leave at the moment. So I guess right now, what my thing is I'm just trying to teach women how to, to just know what you're up against. No, it's not going to get any better. No, they're not just going to wake up one day and just be like, oh, let me stop playing these games. Let me love my wife because she's my wife. That's not how they think. Just know in their head you can be easily replaced. Just trying to let you know. And the only thing that you can do for you to survive is learn these tips, apply them in your life until it's time for you to get out of there. And when you get out of there, don't look back, because they're just not the kind of people that you can grow a fulfilling life with. You can't grow a fulfilling, happy life with people like this, because happiness is like poison to them. They thrive off of chaos. They thrive off of pain and suffering. I know it sounds harsh, and to be honest with you, I think that they're so used to trauma that the pain and suffering that they're causing, sometimes I don't even think they actually know. I think that's just life. I think that's just life to them, So, yes. Okay, so now I also want to explain the importance it is to keep a strong mindset, because you are going to be beat up a lot. I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about mentally and emotionally. Yes, you're going to get beat up mentally, and emotionally and spiritually. Spiritually, for me, I believe it was because, you guys know from previous videos, that my ex and I were a part of a religious group, and he used scriptures a lot to use the Bible as a weapon a lot when it came to our relationship. It would be times when he would actually open the Bible up and yell certain scriptures at me, like the top of his lungs, just yell the scriptures, so, he used to do things like that to me. So, I know, crazy, right? But yes, I just want to shed light on the importance of keeping a strong mindset in a situation like this. Because when you are finally able to get out of it, you're going to get out of it broken, especially if you were in it for a long time. You're going to be dealing with things like trauma bonds. Sometimes even Stockholm Syndrome, which I explained that in my first video. Breaking the trauma bond is hard work. But when your brain has been going through that dysfunction for so long that it is actually used to the trauma. So when you are away from that trauma, your brain is going to crave it back. Okay, so I want to end this video with giving 3 tips on how to survive until you are able to get the hell up out of there. So, number 1 is keep a strong mindset. Don't let the things that they're saying about you be your reality. Even though they're going to try to convince you and everybody around you, even people that you care about, they're going to try to convince everybody that you are the problem. Just always know that you're not the problem, no matter how much they beat it in your head that you are. You may even have situations when your close friends may question if you're the problem. You may have people that know you, that have known you for years, question if you're the problem. And that's going to trigger you. Because it's going to be like, you know me. You know what, dude. You know I'm not walking around this house causing drama. You know me. But they're so clever with what they do things that they will convince somebody that you're the problem. So the number 1 thing is to keep a strong mindset, and don't let their reality be your reality. Number 2, which is extremely hard, is try to control your reaction. It's called a reaction abuse. A reaction abuse is when you're being provoked to the point of a blow up, like you're reacting to something that's happening to you. Your reaction is so strong that you're actually becoming the abuser, because you may be cussing them out, threatening them. Sometimes you can even hit them. You know, it does happen because you're being provoked to the point of no return. I'm telling you right now, reaction abuse is no joke. I'm not going to get into too much details, but I've had a situation where I ended up being arrested. I know, me being arrested. Yes, there was a situation. I ended up being arrested because of my reaction was so strong. I could not hold it in anymore, and I was acting a fool. It's not even really funny, to be honest with you, because it's just a very, very triggering thing. So no matter how hard it is, no matter what they say, because I'm telling you, they want you to react, because their number 1 mission is to prove to everybody in you that you're the problem. I'm telling you. Just thinking about it is giving me a headache, but I'm so glad I'm out of that, Lord. Okay. Anyways, and I wish that for anybody, any woman, any man that's dealing with it, I pray that you get out of there, because it is not good, and your brain is being damaged. You can even look it up. Your brain is being damaged. When you come out of a narcissistic relationship, your brain, you have to even freaking heal your brain. Okay, that's a whole nother situation, but yes. Control your reaction. Okay? Don't give them no reaction, even though they're going to try to get it out of you. Don't give them no reaction. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Okay? Control your reaction. Don't cuss. Don't yell. Don't fight. Because you would be in a situation where you have been completely taken out of character, to the point where you can't, there's situations like, in my situation, I was completely taken out of character. I couldn't tell the cops, he did it, because at the end of the day, I still have to control my reaction and my emotions. But, there's certain things that's what I'm saying, these people are so clever. You be in a situation where you can't even explain what the hell is going on. You can't look at somebody and say, well, he's a narcissist. That's not, no. You're going to be put in situations where it don't matter what they did, because you made that decision to react that way. And there is a such thing as reaction abuse, but you can't sit back and explain reaction abuse to a police officer. It's just not going to go in your favor. So you're going to have to control yourself. It's number 2, control yourself. Okay, so number 3 is take love out of it, play the game. I know that sounds harsh, but this is survivor mode, right? What's love got to do with it? They don't give a damn about no love. Do they care about love when they're trying to provoke you? Do they care about love when they're lying to you? Do they care about love when they're smearing your name? Do they care about love when they're devouring you? I'm sorry. Do they care about love when they are cheating on you? No. So, even though you're authentic, you know that you love this person because they're your husband, you know. But there's gonna come a time you're gonna have to take love out of it. Sorry. You're gonna have to take love out of it, and you're gonna have to play the game. You're gonna have to, especially if you can't get out of there. You know, honestly, number 3 should have just been get out of there. But I am, you know, I'm doing what I needed. I'm giving the kind of video that I needed when I was in a situation where I couldn't leave. Because let's just face it, sometimes you are innocent, especially when there's kids involved, marriage, you know. With me, you know, I was young. I couldn't just pack my stuff and leave, you know. Well, I'm not going to say I was young. I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I'm just going to say that I couldn't just up and leave, you know. And let's just face it, there's going to be times when you don't want to leave. You want to work it out with your husband, you know. You can't do it, especially if he's a covert narcissist. But there's women out there that they don't know yet. They don't know what they're up against. So I want to be the vessel to somebody that needs help, you know, that doesn't have the strength yet to just up and go, you know. I do want to let you know that you're going to have to eventually get out of there because they don't change. Covert narcissism, they don't change. They don't. But, so yeah, you're going to have to take the love, oh my God, I love you. You're going to have to take that out of there. You're going to have to play the game until you can get out of there. And when I say about playing the game is you're going to have to know when they're provoking you. And you have to dryball them and be like, yes or no answers. Like, okay. They say something mean, rude to you. You're going to be like, okay. You know, they call you yelling and stuff. But it's okay. You know, just give them 1 to 2 answers. Just do that. You know, when, just learn the puzzle and play the puzzle. You know, just got to learn that puzzle because it's a puzzle. It's a game for them. If you find out they're cheating on you, don't give them no crazy reaction. Just get the hell up out of there. You find out they lying, smearing your name, talking about you behind your back. Pay them no never mind because you know who you are. You know who you are. You don't have to explain to people, especially people that have known you for years. You ain't got to explain to them who you are because you know who you are. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to pack your and get out of there. And if you can't at the moment, play the game until you can. And I would also suggest to have friends that don't know them, you know, because your friends, if you guys have mutual friends and they know him, they already done turned them into flying monkeys, and there's no hope for them either, girl. So they done been brainwashed too. So just try to have a support system that they don't know. You know, that probably would be, that would be a breath of fresh air for you. If you have a support system that they don't know, that they can't corrupt, you know. Just try to have something like that. But until then, like I always say, while life takes its course, remember to just breathe. Love ya.